Sio ta'afa, welcome back to the Tuitahi Travels channel. In part 2 of exploring ʻEua, I took a quiet stroll, just soaking in the beauty of ʻEua, looking at the churches and observing the stillness of the Saturday evening. The next day we joined a small but beautiful Bahá'í devotional, and then later came home to some delicious umu from the neighbors, which was prepared earlier that morning, and then also some more food from one of the Peace Corps girls who stayed on the compound. And then early the next morning, early 3 a.m. early, I had to go catch my ferry, which I nearly missed, but I made it. And on the way back I saw a whale. Yes, a whale. Amazing. The ocean was calm this time, and it was a nice way to end the visit to ʻEua. Good evening from the beautiful island of ʻEua. I've just finished doing a tour of different sites and some of the attractions here in ʻEua with off-grid in the Pacific, Moni Ulamanaya. Spent the last 4 hours together just connecting, chatting and catching up, and he dropped me off in my accommodation. And I'm just taking a little walk down the main strip. Hey! More. Okay. Yo! I love that. Just saying hello to everyone. Anyway, we're just going to go a little walk down ʻEua on the main strip here, which I believe goes down to the wharf where I got off this afternoon at about 12 o'clock. Caught it from Tongatapu, the Onemato, at about 8 o'clock this morning. Almost missed it because I didn't realize passengers are supposed to be on board boarding at like 6 o'clock, a couple of hours beforehand, and in vehicles for the last hour, or at least that's what I heard on the announcement when I arrived. But luckily I made it on, 30 baht per passenger, and here we are in ʻEua, riding the infamous Onemato, which was super choppy. Anyway, that's another video, you can go check that out. At the start of the video with the tour with Moni, we're just walking down the street, taking in the sights and sounds of ʻEua. So far, I've been walking for about 10-15 minutes and just been observing the people, and whenever I make eye contact with someone, there's a head nod, smile, or a wave, some sort of acknowledgement. So that's something I've been talking about in the last few vlogs here in Tonga, just walking everywhere and just engaging with people. Got some interesting buildings here. Little 2-story house over there, and then we have a 3-story build over here. Oh, that's nice. We got the beach, the sea, the ocean, down to the left of us where the sun is setting. So we have the west of the island to the left of us. And to be honest, I don't think I need to say a lot. Let me just show you some of the area that I'm walking through. Yo! I did go into a shop nearby my accommodation as I was heading out and walking. Went inside and had a look around. Similar products to what you see in Tongatapu. Got another little shop here. And what looks like it looks like a bus stop. It could just be a picnic table. I don't know. very quiet, very peaceful here, and all the sights and sounds that we saw at the on the tour with Moni were just beautiful, amazing. One of the places we stopped at, which was the big ovava tree, mentioned that ʻEua is more than 20 million years old, whereas Tonga, or Tongatapu, the main island, is supposedly 10 million years old. So yeah, ancient island. And we're just heading down this road to what might be the main road at the bottom. There are a whole lot of side streets that led down to that road that we're heading towards. Hey, yo! And old bro over here just pulling up to his house, almost ran me over, but we're good. Yo! And it is a beautiful evening, eh? Sun just slowly setting in the distance. Cow just casually grazing the grass over there. And I want to head down to the wharf area, or at least the main township area, and just have a look around. Something that Moni mentioned is that there is no sort of social spaces around here like a bar or pool hall, or the only social spaces are the other clubs. What do we have here? Whare whakatahaanga Ecclesia. Interesting. Ecclesias. Is it the Ecclesia? Anyway. Looks like a church over here. Io Whalelotu o Whelokianga. Okay. Hoy, this is a little bit of a descent down this hill. It's going to be an interesting walk back up. Got my fung with me, just might go have a little seat by the water and just jam some fung. And then we'll head back. Interesting thing about the sunsets here compared to New Zealand, it gets dark really quickly. Like as soon as the sun drops, there's no gradual gradient and fading of the light. Like within half an hour, it's darkness. Interesting to see here in Tonga. The observation came from me overhearing some people in Bahá'í commenting on the on how quickly the sun sets and how dark it gets compared to India, where they were from, and how there's a gradual decrease of the light in the sky and whatnot. So then that's similar to when he mentioned it, I was like, oh, that's similar to what you see in Auckland as well, except for the winter, and it is winter, but it feels like in Tonga it sets much faster. Got some waves crashing on the beach down there. So then to the right, looks like we're at ʻEua Beach. Bahá'í Beach. Let's go for a little walk down here. There's a wharf to the right there. Let's go down to the ocean. Got a group of local kids just walking up, just look like they finished swimming. Hey, yo. I wonder if that church is barren or hall or whatever that building is because of the storm, the tsunami. Might have come and wiped out all the insides and destroyed it. Yeah. Ooh, a bit of sand over here. Sea wall. Looks like a nice little spot to have a little swim, little dip. But because tomorrow is Sunday, no one's allowed to swim. Sundays are reserved for the church, family time, and feeding together. For the most part, unless your mama's up. Anyway, that's a little walking tour down the road on ʻEua Island. We're just heading down to the water, and yeah, what a peaceful little stroll on a warm, breezy little Saturday evening. We'll catch you next time. Peace. So unfortunately I didn't take much footage the next day, but this is Sunday morning, and I have to say this was one of my favorite breakfasts in Tonga. Just a simple and humble baku breakfast, crackers and a hot drink. For some reason it just hits different having it in Tonga. We ended up going to a Sunday devotion with a small Bahá'í community here in ʻEua. There's about 50 of them here, and it was really heartwarming to hear the voices of the kids singing. Later on in the day we went home, and I made friends with some of the local animals at the compound I stayed at, and I named this guy Lunch. Actually, jokes aside, this compound that I stayed at in ʻEua uses biogas from pig waste. The excrement is collected, broken down in a digester and turned into methane gas piped into the house for cooking. It's a clever way to turn waste into energy. Pretty cool. Then the neighbours brought over some lusipi and manioke from the umu they made early that morning. I woke up at 6 a.m. and I heard one of the guys next door preparing the umu. Also, there's a Peace Corps girl from America who lives on the compound who also brought over some food as well. I'll share a little bit more about her in the next video, but it was really interesting to hear about how she had integrated into the Tongan culture and lifestyle. Later that evening, some of the Bahá'í friends came over with some keke and pie, and then I had to crash early to catch the ʻEua ferry back to Tongatapu early in the morning. Malo TikTok. It is 3:30 a.m. here in ʻEua. I'm just walking down to the wafu to catch the 5 a.m. ferry back to Tongatapu. Curious to see how many people will be there. Oh yeah, and if you saw the video of the Tesla boxes here in ʻEua, they're batteries that help to generate power on the island. So you can see all the street lights. Well, there's none here. But here we go, some street lights which are most likely powered by those Tesla battery boxes. Or something like that, I don't know. Yeah, on the way here we got the onemato. We're catching the onemato on the way back. And people will keep commenting how they'd never catch that waka. Oi, oi. Ka loa kuri. But yeah, it's definitely not for the faint-hearted. It was choppy the whole way. Yeah. So hopefully the seas are a little bit more calm this morning, but that passage from ʻEua to Tonga and back is apparently always choppy anyway, so I'm expecting a bit of surfing on the way back and splashing. Well, it is what it is. Yeah, wafu looks pretty active today. I gotta go buy a ticket. Hopefully there's still some tickets available. Okay, made it on the boat. The guy told me to come on without paying for a ticket, so okay. Wait, did you see that? Maybe you didn't see that. Let's rewind and zoom in a little bit more. Have a look. See that thing over there? That's a whale. Yeah, that's a whale. See, I had just hopped off the stairs after trying to sleep the whole ride, and we're about an hour away from Tongatapu. And as I came out to the side of the waka down here, the side of the ferry, as soon as I looked out into the water, there were a bunch of whales just swimming, not too far from the ship. And I was like, what the? By the time I pulled the camera out and started filming, we were already past them. They were pretty far away, and that's the only whale I caught on camera, unfortunately. Not that it's great quality, but then I told one of the girls nearby, I was like, hey, come look, there's a whale here. She came and had a look, and she was like, eh, as if she'd seen it before. And then I told one of the other guys as we docked up the ship, and he was like, yeah, I saw heaps of whales on the way here. So there's a tip for you. If you're coming back on the Onemato from ʻEua, stay on the side of the ship. There'll be heaps of whales, at least at this time of the year, which is June, July-ish. Yeah, you might be lucky to spot a bunch of whales just swimming on the side of the boat. We were lucky that the trip on the way back was way smoother than on the way to ʻEua from Tongatapu, so it was a really nice smooth ride back. Still heaps of us squashed downstairs, and it was a bit of a struggle trying to get some sleep, but managed to get a bit of a nap here and there, and I'm just glad it was a really smooth ride. And yeah, I chucked the camera on my backpack and just did a little POV view as we were disembarking the ship. Manga today. Okay. Now we didn't get a ticket on the way in, so probably have to buy it here right now. Okay. Oh, esatto. Oh. Saya, tuitahi. Ha?
Ia hiki se mo vete hena.
Ah, kataki kai sere, mave.
Ika ko kapate ke tata ne mira lo ospe pasi se ko algo fis me hobi.
Okay, okay, kita be here.
Iyo, saya hai goa.
Ah, tuitahi.
Tuita. Malo saya,
Saya,
he
malo.
to wanu ai.
Iyo, malo. Just gotta get my change. Okay.
Change from where?
No, the lady's just processing all the payments for the tickets, and I gave her 50. Because I scooted on, and the lady was
How
like,
much is it?
30, just 30. She owes me 20. Because I went to pay, grab a ticket, and then,
You have a Bahá'í?
yeah, I gave her my 50.
But you have a Bahá'í? I have 29.
Yeah?
I have 27. You have 3 Bahá'í?
Oh, mahalo. Oh, iyo.
She's just gonna wait for change?
She was going to finish processing all the passengers and then come pick up, break the 50. But I have,
How much do you have? 10?
8.
Here,
How much is this?
22.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can get back to it. Alright, let's see if we can get that 50 back. So $1.09. Double check there. Malo eh? Yo. Oh wait. Oh yeah, I owe you 20. 30.
22.
Let's go get breakfast in. I just shot you. Not even hungry.
I'm not even hungry.
Nothing. My appetite's gone since I've been here in Tonga.
You back to being talking now? You still sound one.
I was always talking. I was always talking. Honestly. Nah, bro. Man. The culture here is just so different. Oh, the nice little car. Okay, that was it for a little trip to ʻEua. That was an amazing weekend getaway, highly recommended. In the next episode, Ate and I go check out Friends Cafe for breakfast, and then we hit the Veitongo Bakery again for some big activities, checking out the Ma Niu, the coconut bread and ice cream combo. And yeah, that'll be us in the next episode. But for now, I'm going to leave you with some bonus footage that I grabbed off someone from TikTok of what happened to the Onemato ferry the next day, literally the next day. I got news that the ferry had gone out, the water was really rough, and someone mentioned that the front end of the ferry, the ramp that I just walked off, actually fell off. Anyway, here's the footage, and we'll catch you next episode. Okay.